Hello everyone. Welcome to this YouTube video where we'll be discussing regarding the various methods to start your preparation for the Neet Superspeciality exam, which is to be conducted in the year 2021, most probably in the July month. So this year, that is year 2020, I had the privilege of coaching DM Neurology, Neet, as well as the Institute aspirants starting from month of July. And we had a good results, and most of the students in our group could get placed in the various colleges of their choice as well as the institutes all over India. And I had the privilege of talking to them regarding how they had prepared, what mistakes they made during their preparation, and some advices to you to start your preparation and how to go on with your preparation and get a good rank in the coming entrance exam. So in this video, I plan to motivate you so that you kickstart your preparation in full enthusiasm and go on with it till the exams. I had divided this video into four parts. So first, it will be basically regarding the exams which you are going to write. You to get acquainted with what the exam pattern is, what it actually means, and how to get to know more about your exams. Second is when is the ideal time to start your preparation. Third is which all books to read during the preparation. And fourth would be how to continue with your learning process and get yourself motivated. And in the end, I will give you some tricks so that you get a good rank in the coming exam. So let's get into the first part of our video, that is to get acquainted with what actually the NEET exam is. So any exam you are preparing, you have to get acquainted with what the exam is actually. So be it NEET, DNB exam, MRCP, or even the IAS, you need to get to know more about the exam. So there are two ways of getting know more about the exam. That is, one is to get into the source where the exam is being conducted. Second is to check into the previous question papers. So our NEET exam is conducted by NBE, that is the national board. You can get into the site and check what the NEET exam is. And you'll get a brief, gross idea about what actually the syllabus is and what is the pattern of exam. And regarding to get to know more about the exam, you have to check into the previous year's question papers. As you know, the NEET exam was started in the year 2016 by the government of India, and the pattern was different until 2018. There was a gross shift in the pattern in 2018, but it hasn't changed now from 2018, 19 till 20, and there is no announcement till now whether the pattern will change or no, not. So as far as I am concerned and my knowledge is, there won't be any change of pattern. So it is prudent to see the previous 3-year question papers better. So whichever specialty you are in, so what, be it a medicine specialty or a surgical specialty, check into the previous year's question papers. And as you know, this question papers won't be available because it is not free in print, but some coaching sites as well as some institutions are coming up with questions with answers. You can get it. And after getting to know about the syllabus, you have to get a thorough idea of how you are planning to prepare. And before that, I would like to say that when you get the epiphany that, for example, I am dealing with neurology, and if you get an epiphany that you want to be a neurologist and it's high time you will should start your preparation, then immediately start your preparation from there and there itself. Now comes when to start your preparation. I would say, काल करे सो आज करे सो अब, पल में परलय होएगा बहुरी करेगा कब. That is Kabir Das Dohe. So those who are preparing in 2020 wouldn't have never had in your mind that this corona pandemic would come. So we don't know what is in store for us. Maybe as in case this pandemic had come, we were busy with our work schedule, and we couldn't get enough spare time. That also we have to think of the things like health, not only our own health, our health of our family, parents, relatives, children, wife, spouse, etc. So what wrong could come and what is in store for us, we are not sure. So don't waste even a single time thinking that I'll prepare from March or I'll prepare from July. Don't go with that kind of attitude. If you have thought that you want to be a neurologist or a cardiologist, start from now itself. And ideally, as I have told you, you will all are earning and studying. It's we cannot do like set aside everything, off our earnings and just start continue studying for the entrance exam. We have to do it side by side. So for that we need more time. So bet earlier the better. You have to think like that. And for preparation, ideally you have to get a mindset that okay, as I told you, this 8 months of preparation. So I would suggest, even though when I said that actually you cannot you should do earning and studying at the same time, I would tell you that actually at least you have to spend 2 months or 1 month if you get leave from your work, especially at the end of the exam, so that you get focused learning and you can completely focus. But I won't suggest you to completely take a year off and study. That is actually not needed. And as you know, competition is getting tough. You have to start early as possible. So two ways are there. Actually, either you would be in a category where you are studying your for a MD. You have now itself decided that you would become a cardiologist or a neurologist. So what you can do is that in the first year you have to focus on the broad specialty subjects, that is medicine. This will help you in both learning medicine well as well as for preparing for your part A of subject by exam part in the NEET. And you should start your super specialty preparation, that is neurology, cardiology, gastro, or nephro, at least by the second year. This ideal time is to start by second year of MD preparation, whether it being pediatrics or medicine, because it is the time when you get the specialty posting, that is periphery posting, where you will get some time, you're away from the actual unit of your college, and you will also get to know whether you actually like the subject or not. So you have thought that you will become a neurologist, but coming to neurology you feel that actually this takes a lot of time, I don't have that kind of patience. And or maybe you have gone to thought that cardiology is my specialty, and when you went to cardiology it is more of interventions, lot of interventions going on, like less of clinical job is being offered, clinical work or clinical discussion is being there. Then actually that time you can think and you can select the topic. But first year you learn the broad specialty very well, get the basics correct, concepts correct. Second year, you on top of this basic specialty, you add on to the specialty of choice, so that in the final year during the preparation, you can have to spend more time on clearing your final year exam, including theory and practicals rather than entrance exam. So that second year, you get the idea of how to solve an entrance exam in an MCQ point of view. So another group of people are who have finished their MD and giving the first exam, or maybe have lost 1 year in preparation or due to their personal commitments and work. So for them, actually, they have lost a bit of touch of the natural, like inertia of learning has been lost. So at this time, what you can do is actually start reading what you had read during the MD period. That is taking up books and notes which you have already done during MD period and revising it so that your basement is strong. And then later you built on it with the help of MCQs, exams, and learning in a particular organized way. And those who have been off from their MD medicine for about 10 years, there's a really large gap you have left. So you have, as I told to the people who have left just 1 year, same thing you have to do here. But you have to have a high level of motivation to continue working, continue striving for getting into the neurology or cardiology course. So for that, you need to get, I think those who have left more than 10 years, definitely you have to need to have a mentor or a coach, so that you don't get strayed away because you have completely lost touch with the academic part. And that is actually so start as early as possible. Never try to waste your time, because we don't know. So if you think that some problem is yet to come and you have to take link, you take a break during that time, rather than okay thinking that okay in March I am going to get married, so I will start my preparation after March. So that is a different thing. So you cannot do that. Actually, you have to start now, take a break during the March during your busy time, and then restart. So that is the only option you have to, because the competition is very tough and people are actually putting in their best. So now we will be dealing with what books to follow during your preparation for super specialty. As you know, each subject, whether it's medicine specialty or surgical specialty, the broad specialty book, the book of choice, For example, in medicine, the book of choice, the Bible of medicine is actually Harrison. So you have to know each and every word of Harrison thoroughly. So it's very difficult. It's a voluminous book with 2 volumes. So you have to get a good idea of what this Harrison is in. Especially, you have to emphasize on your specialty of choice. So if you are neurology aspirant, then definitely make extra effort to learn neurology part of Harrison more, and also you cannot leave any other part untouched. And similarly, in case of surgery, I think it would be Brad Bailey, which you have to follow, and some allied textbooks also based on the specialty of your choice. So first thing is to learn the basic textbook thoroughly. You have to read at least thrice or 4 times to get a correct edge over the others, to get to know about your subject thoroughly, and also try to solve the MCQs of the Harrison. If I am telling about medicine, it will be Harrison while you read the topic. So for that, you can actually, even if you're in the beginning itself, you can follow the MCQ book by Dr. Ajay Mathur sir. So that has got each line of Harrison made into an MCQ. It has got its own limitation. The book has got its own limitations. But to start with, you can do like that, so that you get an MCQ orientation of the book you read, whatever book you read, so that you will have the mind that while reading a sentence, that this question could come, because this is important. You can mark in that part of Harrison, okay, this MCQ could come, that MCQ question mark or something, hashtag or something you can put there, and maybe you can also write that part during your preparation phase. Now comes the extra learning. So if you are a neurologist, definitely you have to study Bradley. And Bradley is also similarly voluminous book. Reading 2 voluminous books completely and thoroughly during your preparation in a short period of time is impossible. So what you can read in Bradley or the specialty book would be to have a focused learning. So in neurology, I was telling about Bradley. In cardiology, you have Braunwald and Perloff. In surgery, some other books would be there. So you have to select that textbook which all follows, and try to have a focused learning of that part, and also follow the same thing which you followed in the Harrison. So if you don't get time to finish this extra book you are reading, at least don't stress yourself that you have to read Bradley or Braunwald. At least finish your Harrison very thoroughly. That would itself suffice if you are thorough with Harrison. So by the time you get thorough with Harrison, you will get all the concepts which are there in these advanced books also. So making Harrison thorough will be the first step, and side by side solving some MCQs to get the MCQ orientation or the exam pattern, exam orientation would help. And as I have told before, you have to have all the last 3 year question papers with you for any exam. If Neet exam, last 2018 to 2020 exam, that particular exam you are planning to, specialty you are planning to write, you should have it in your hand. Somehow you have to get it. Second thing is actually to learn some books. Actually, for also one more thing is that institute exam, because as you know, AIMS is conducting exams every 6 months. You must have right now about more than 10-20 papers with you regarding the previous questions. So the thing is that these questions will 20% of the questions would be repeats, and about for 20 to 40 percentage will be questions from in and around the subjects. And as you know, all the exams, at least you need to have more than 50 percentage to get qualified. And if you get 70 percentage in exams, it's actually well and good, and 70 to 80 percentage, you are in the top. So that would be regarding books. So how do you go about preparing during your period of preparation till the exam? So this is very important. You have got all the raw materials, you have planned your studies, you have all the books with you, you are planning, you have sketched out what to do and all. But you have to understand that human mind and brain is wired in such a way that actually if you keep a goal very far away, that is about 8 months or 10 months, if you keep, and you are planning to crack Neet entrance exam and get into an institute of choice, the problem is that the deadline is very far. So it's highly likely that you have going to be procrastinating. It's not that I'm accusing you of being a procrastinator. All of us are master procrastinators, because our brains are wired in such a way. Since our Stone Age period itself, we are not. If you are given something immediately, you are getting gratification from that rather than having a long-term goal or long-term reward. So it's highly likely that if you keep a deadline as your NEET entrance exam date for your preparation, it is highly likely that you procrastinate and end up having a large pile of work pending for you for your preparation just before the exam. So the ideal way is to divide this work into small bundles. So in case of neurology, I'll tell you, I have we can bundle up to about 10 modules or 20 modules. That is what I have planned. I have done in my coaching actually. I have divided into modules, and each module will be covered within a short span, either 2 weeks or maybe 1 month. So in January, if I'm planning to read stroke, I will read stroke during that month or 2 weeks period. And then in the end, I will analyze myself by writing a MCQ exam, that is a subject wise mock exam. And this can be done as like 2 weeks stroke, then comes Parkinsonism, then come movement disorder, then comes dementia, then comes headache, then comes multiple sclerosis. So divide it like that, so that each time if by the deadline at least you try to finish. Or if you come over that deadline time period, then you can actually spare some time during the next portion time, that is you haven't finished stroke. Even that during that time, after 2 weeks, definitely make sure you write the subject wise exam. And then start with dementia, and in meanwhile sometimes you start to complete the pending stroke portion. So in that way you'll be able to finish. And once you have gotten the habit of learning, reading, spending time, keeping the timetable, and okay, this time you are following the timetable and all, you'll have some problems, but slowly you will get in the groove of preparation for exam. And it's highly likely that during your preparation you are motivated and all, but you are likely to get into depression or disheartenment because of the large portions you have to finish, or maybe anxiety or some other things you have which have come up around you, which will pull you down. So falling is actually easy, and I will guarantee you that it's not you alone who are suffering. So many other people who are preparing are also suffering. So don't think that I am the only one affected by this pandemic or some disease or some family problem. All are affected. The thing is that those who reach the top are the ones who get up from falling. It's not falling, but get up from falling. They get up with more enthusiasm, more energy. So they think that, okay, I have lost this much of 2 days of preparation due to death of my family member or my illness and all, and I'll spend extra time and extra energy and extra enthusiasm to prepare. And you have to keep yourself motivated. So you have to remember that falling is not important. It is getting up from falling that makes a difference in every life, every aspirant's life. And you should know that everyone falls, each and everyone falls, and you are not alone. And it's a competition. So definitely those who get up early, those who get up with more enthusiasm, reaches the top. So I think I have summarized most of the things which you need, most of the things you need to get motivated and start your preparation. I made this video because one reason was that because I had put a schedule in my group about 1 month we'll learn this, 1 month we'll learn this. In the end, I'll put an exam, and in the about 1,100 people are there in the group, but only about 100 people have written the first exam. That is, what I was talking is subject wise exam. So what I came to know was that these 1,100 people in my group are actually interested or have got the epiphany that they want to be a neurologist. But the problem is they haven't started, or they are lacking that kind of motivation, or maybe they have started and have been fell down, and now they are lying down there. So need to get them up so that they start preparing and write these subject wise exams, and solve these, or conquer the small goals, small hills, rather than keep it till the end to make to have a high goal to solve. Like to high Himalayas to conquer. So that will be very difficult. So I think this video helped you very much, and it was of benefit to you to start your preparation. All those who are seeing this video, following me, actually should start their preparation today itself, now itself, without wasting any time. I had actually, I had told you about procrastination. You know that procrastination is the thief of time. I wanted to give this video by January 1st, as a morning happy, like a new year present. But the problem is that this procrastination keeps you like takes away your time. And I am sure you got the idea that I crossed the deadline. Now it's January 3rd of 2021. And one more thing is about priority. So I had skip, like I had to extend the deadline of this video just because of the reason that I had prioritized something else, that is my work as a neurologist. But for you, nothing is there. Your priority first thing should be your entrance exam, so that you are going to write in July 2021. So all the best to all of you seeing this video. I made I made this video a generalized one for all those appearing for super specialty, both DM and MCH, as well as all the DNB degrees. If you work hard, strive hard, I think it should be smart work rather than hard work. You are definitely going to get the choice, institute of your choice, which you have in your mind right now. So all the best to all of you viewing this. Thank you. So I am signing off.